I am so glad I started my path to be an independent welder. Going on 2 years ago now, I started the mission to be independent. I released a video around December. I was in Denver at the time on a contract. I was working as a foreman for a guy, and I was doing independent things, getting myself built up, getting my tools, getting things, in line. I had already started making an extra step. I had my wife hired with me. I had my stepson, her son, hired with me. I had one of my homeboys from back home hired with me. I had another Spanish gentleman from Arkansas that was working with me. And man, we had a little team, and we went in there and did some stuff. And everything pretty much started from then. And I was asked, am I glad? Yeah, I'm glad I'm started independent, and it's been a rough road. I can't lie to you. But I would say this. Sometimes you have to just slow down and really pay attention to the area. So the mistakes I did learn along the way was not fully paying attention to the area. Sometimes you have to really pay attention to the culture of the area so you can learn how to present your business or just to be independent. Because you can have a business that just solely just off of you being independent to make the money you want to make, doing what you're doing, moving around, being free without being, tied down necessarily to a job. You got a job, but it's what you want to do, and it's paying what you want to do, and you can move around. So you got the option, being independent or starting a company and having employees. As of right now, I've been independent. Now, I done hired a couple people, to help me do jobs here and there, but I've been maintaining independent. And I think it's been good for me because it's been teaching me how to not depend on the system, not depend on someone feeding me, someone giving me a meal, 40 hours. I had to wake myself up. I had to put out ads. I have to send out resumes for different job shutdowns and opportunities. I have to network in different fields, As of now, I network as a combo welder, as a structural welder, as a pipe welder, as a millwright, as an iron worker, as an installer, as a fabricator. I do service calls, either with my Ridge line or my old school Chevy Dually right now, which hopefully in the Lord's will, here soon, I'm gonna say probably beginning of the year, I'm gonna be upgrading. So we'll be upgrading here soon. I'm kind of excited, but at the same time, I'm gonna kind of restore what I do have, because this didn't, the few things that we do have right now didn't help us get over the hump. So I am thankful for my investments. I would say that my investment in my linking equipment that I have a lot of different linking equipment. I had a miller too, and my miller was good, but my linking equipment that I do have now, from my gas to my 3 electrical welders, from my 220 to my 110 to my 480, all of them is done wonderful, and I'm glad I invested in that. So there's a couple more things I have to get that's really going to make my what I call my independent dream team even better, where I can be able to do more and offer more of my services to the community, now that I know what the need is here in Phoenix, especially because that's where I'm at right now. So now that I know what the need is in Phoenix, now that I know that you are an asset to come to work on time, show on time, do what you need, do what need to be done, and you actually know how to do the job, and you know how to do the job safely, and you know how to troubleshoot and read prints and be able to get the job done on time or before time. You are an asset. So right now, I'm just focused on being independent, helping different companies who need assistance, as me myself, but I am also tutoring, I'm also training. I do have an independent welding program where I'm also teaching and giving the same information out, where we can be able to work on different job sites. So when I start this recruiting thing, which is what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be recruiting and helping different people come on job sites with me, but everybody will be independent, or I have you hired on through a different traveling welding agency, recruiting agencies that need different independent welders to come in and help finish the projects. Because a lot of times we'll sit down and like, man, I'm hungry, I need to get some money, and we just don't know where to go. But if you are a go-getter and you are a hustler that's not scared to travel and willing to jump on that road, man, there are so many opportunities being a welder. It's 2018. They're predicting by 2026 that welding gonna be one of the top seeked out professions. So you got to think about it. You know, this is the time to really kind of learn, because welding, you can actually make the salary of a doctor. A salary. I mean, you can actually make retire early. You can actually make, and this is no BS, you can actually make a quarter. You can save if you do it right. And I have another video later. In 5 years, you can have $250,000. You know what I'm saying? And you can be able to invest in another business, or start working, or keep working, whatever you want to do. You see what I'm saying? So there's many ways to look at this. So don't look at it as, oh, I'm scared to get burnt. That's fine. Jump into the TIGging field. Or if you like to, you know, don't like the field, don't like to be outside, you can jump in the factory. You see what I'm saying? So there's many different things to do. Me personally, I like to move around. I can go in the shop, the factory. I can build and finish building and go put it up. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? I just like being in a good environment and being able to help someone that appreciate what you're doing. You know, because a lot of people or companies feel like even though they pay you what you ask for, that they own you for that moment. I'm like, hold up now. You know, just because you pay me don't mean that you can come in here and just talk to me any type of way. You know, that's why I'm independent. You know what I mean? I'll walk out, pack my stuff up, and go on to the next one. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be firm, but you have to be respectful, but be firm. You know what I mean? Don't cuff your tail. Be a man. You know what I mean? Look at a person in the eye, let them know how you feel about whatever the situation might be. So all I'm saying is, I'm glad I'm being independent. And if you want to constantly grow or change your direction in what you're doing, man, be independent. Learn more about it. But get the skills down from the job that you're on. Suck all that up. Suck all that knowledge up from that foreman, from whoever that company is. If it's BS, suck that knowledge up. Learn all you can learn, so that way you'll be stronger being independent. Hold on. Black Phoenix.